Hello and welcome to Train Tech. I have an interesting box here, so I'll show you what I got, then I'll set it up. So what do I have in here? I got paperwork, I got instructions, I got a big bit of advice, but more importantly, I got a Train Tech signal with an indicator arm. This model is a DS1R. It's red and green with an indicator arm, and then you have all the other accessories to go with it. So I'll take this up into the attic and set it up. Okay, before I take this up into the attic and release a decent light, a few little bits with this. You've got your track contacts there, but if you've got current detector track detection in place, you never want to use these. So also got these two silver holes here, which is the other way to actually wire it in. So once I know everything's working, it's nip those two off as per the instructions. But you can see that this is used for other versions. So if they have a generic board which they populate it and program it depending on which system you're using. As I have a very interesting automatic signal system which you link to the net signal along, and it have an infrared controller, so that's another version of them which have came out, but I won't be using that one. I'll be using this as it's either analog or digital. I'll be using digital, and you control it as two separate addresses. On the side you have two contacts which you use to program it. So a nice little piece of kit. Okay, as you can see, I have fed these through the holes like those along there to actually feed the power directly from the track. This is an old piece of track which I don't actually use, but I just thought I'd demonstrate the way that it's one of the ways it's designed to be used. But like I said, as I have power detected blocks, I can't do this because it would mean the block is always active because it will see the lights there. But I will use this method for programming for programming for signals. Okay, to program this up, first of all you need to set your address on your controller. As I'm for eCourse, I set it here. If it's something like for eCourse where it shows the next address, you go and have it as the one before. So if you're wanting the first command to be green, you want it to be red on here. So then you touch these two contacts together like so, and it starts to flash. So just send that command, and then you can test it. Then to program for feather, you need to press the contact several times, it's saying, and then send your command, and then that's programmed. So when it's on red, it's on red, and then when it's green, you can either have it with or without the feather. Okay, last thing I need to do for my layout, but it depends on everybody else's layout if they need to do it, is to remove these bits and then solder two wires to that. With my colouring scheme, one will be black, one will be blue. So I'll go and get that. First of all, I cut this at the dotty mark, so cut it just there, and then you do the same on the other side, just there. I'll do this off camera and then I'll show you what I have done. So you can see I've now cut them off at the marks I have said, but like I said earlier, make sure to only cut it at the marks, because you do have additional circuits in the circuit board which you don't want to interrupt. So then it just tin 2 pieces of wire and feed them through the hole. Okay, I've soldered in the feeds just here from the underneath, so it means the wiring will be nice and discreet. And with what have been left off that bit, I'll be able to hide it eventually, but it means I can position it quite nicely towards the track. It does work, but I don't have the power just here to show it. So I hope you enjoyed this video, found it useful. Make sure to like, subscribe and comment. I'll see you next time. Richard.